Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My the same, don't need no clout, no fame. Bought the game, all brand new chain. Ice, swerve the lane, call the group the gang. Whip that thing, whip it, this shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it, bring the don't want no, they pull up with that. It's times three, this how it go. Park $1 million at the we gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs and PJs. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Splash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Huncho on the call, gotta.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Newton on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Going up top. And this will be caught at the 30. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On 1st and 10, Newton finding room to the 20. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw on second down is Newton. Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano out to kick this one away. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. The catch made by Miller. 18 yards there and a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
We're going to 54. Line in. We'll go 46, 46. 26.
Prescott eluding the pressure right. There he goes inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. First down carry by Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go, get out, get out.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott flushed out right. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
47.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's got one tie complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
46.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Kevin Pierre-Louis in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 47. 46.
Prescott from the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
When you spend your 1st-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
20.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Go.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. DeMarcus Lawrence with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And Gano's kick is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And now running right through it. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Second down, Prescott. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
And again, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Here we go, 46, 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure they thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They get it to him running left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To throw is Prescott. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Here we go.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Newton to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defense...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Taco Charlton. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Do some. Do some. Do some.
Newton now to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
Hey. Gun.
Newton on first down. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. David Irving coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
20.
Now Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 35 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47, 47.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott, eluding the pressure right, and his pass incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
47, 47. Hey, 47. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Kill. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Gun. 46.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. Fighting to stay upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Dontari Poe able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Miller on the catch over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And, oh, his first carry, he loses the football. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing, Prescott, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. So they get the score still down. The bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
Switch, hey. We go 46. Kill, turn up. We go 46. 41's the will. 26.
Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here go 47. 26.
First down, Prescott. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
46. 47. Here go 46. 46.
Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Swing to the right. To the right. Here go 46. 46. 41's the whip. 46.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Prescott, he's going to go for a big, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no, I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros, ain't no, but don't push me, fingers itching on that, plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose, long nights just to hit the studio, now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe, looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow, bust off like a, welcome to the rodeo, shorty wanna me cousin, wearing gold, I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove, big inside this cases once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay your out on the floor, 19 with a I got rich by myself, rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help, they keep asking how I'm winning with the cars